The big question that is being asked now across the country, is there vote chori underway? Rahul Gandhi said that he has an atom bomb of proof to show how. The Election Commission said, great, give us the proof on affidavit. But a week later, that affidavit hasn't come. 1 week deadline over, no affidavit, no apology. So what next? What happens to Rahul Gandhi's vote chori campaign now? And more importantly, what happens to those people who were branded vote chores by him in that press conference? Even as we speak, an unfazed Rahul Gandhi is carrying this same message across Bihar through his Vote Adhikar Yatra. The drumbeat is being built up for sure, but what about the facts? Let's look at the Election Commission first. Yesterday, the poll panel put out clear data for Bihar's special intensive revision so far. According to this data, documents of 98.2% of voters, that's right, 98.2% of voters in Bihar have already submitted their documents. 8 days are still left for claims and objections. The interesting part is that while 1,21,143 claims and objections have been received from voters within their constituency, which means that over 1 lakh voters have gone and said, look, we have a problem with this draft roll, either add our name or remove it. They have asked for corrections. But only 10 complaints have been made by BLAs from 12 political parties, which basically means that political parties are on the street saying votes are being stolen, vote chori is happening, but they are not taking their complaints where they can actually be addressed with the poll panel. Anyway, so the EC has furnished the data. What about the other side? 7th of August, Rahul Gandhi held that press conference saying voter discrepancies took place in Karnataka during the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. 17th of August, EC held a press conference, answered his allegations and asked for an affidavit within a week. 24th of August, that is yesterday, that deadline has run out. The proof has not been given on affidavit, making one ask, is this more fury than fact, more smoke than fire? And are some of these allegations actually being manufactured in a shoot and scoot spree? Let us tell you why we say that, which is 5 examples that have been quoted by the Congress and which shockingly have emerged eventually as not being factual. And by the way, there are many more of such examples because there has been a slew of such allegations. What were just 5 that we have picked up and what is the truth that eventually emerged? Let's tell you about that. So case number 1 that was quoted came from Varanasi. In ward number 51 there, a list was produced which showed that one man had been named as father to over 50 people. Now, there was much smirking about that because looking at that list, it was said, oh, look, he has got 50 sons. One of them is 28 and the oldest is 72. How is that even possible? While the fact is, point number 1, that particular list was from a municipal election, a municipal corporation election in Varanasi. Second, the man who has been named as father is because of the Guru Shishya Parampara. He is a Mahant of a temple there and all of his followers, all of his shishya who live there have put his name as their father. So he hasn't actually fathered them, he is unmarried, but they have put his name in the column of father. So that's as far as claim number 1 is concerned. Claim number 2, there were 3-4 different people who were named. Gurkirat Singh Dang. It was said that he has voted, not just registered, that he has voted at 4 booths. Gurkirat Singh Dang said, no, it was a mistake. I ended up getting 4 voter cards, but I have cast my vote at only and only 1 booth and it can be proven. Second, there was another man from Uttar Pradesh, Aditya Srivastav, who was registered according to that press conference in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, but it was said he has voted in all 3. That claim also was disputed by the man himself. He said, I have voted only in Karnataka, never in Maharashtra or Uttar Pradesh. That was where I used to vote earlier. I changed these locations because of my job. Then came a rather fantastical claim that here is a woman who is 124 years old, Minta Devi. The Congress party, many of its MPs inside parliament, wore t-shirts which said 124 not out. Because they said, hey, look, here is a woman who is 124 years old and her name is there in electoral rolls. Turns out that Minta Devi was born in 1990. She is 34 years old, but because accidentally she put her date of birth as 1900, it automatically showed up as 124 years old. It was a computing error And that is why SIR is being carried out, to make sure that such errors are corrected. Let's come to the next claim. A claim was made that Ranju Devi, in fact, that lady was produced before Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav during the Vote Adhikar Yatra, where she said that I and 6 of my family members have had our names struck off the list. Cut to 24 hours later, the same lady said, I was misled by my village Sachiv, by the secretary of my village. He told me our names are missing. The BLO has come and shown the name of me and my family member on the voter rolls. Her name is there. Ranju Devi's name is there. Her family member's name is there. Then again, there was another case where you had a man called Subodh Kumar, who again turned up here in that rally of Rahul Gandhi, stood next to him and said that my name has been struck off. It later emerged that it had got nothing to do with the SIR at all. His name was not in the voter roll earlier as well. That's as far as Subodh Kumar is concerned. The thing is that we've said again and again, there could be errors. There could be errors that are corrected. But are some of these claims actually being manufactured, of people being struck off voters' list? And then, of course, one claim that you will hear manufactured and regurgitated again and again and again, that you've got hundreds of people living in house number 0. A similar claim was then modified slightly to say that you have got hundreds of people in Rajasthan, in Jhotwada, Jaipur rural, whose house number is the same. It's 99999, 5 times 9. And the Election Commission has actually explained this. Just like in other areas where the house number is listed as 0, there are also houses which are given the bulk number of 99999 because they live either in urban clusters or in villages where houses don't have numbers. So for the sake of registration, they are given these bulk numbers. The point is that when such allegations are made and evidence is not furnished, there are people who are impacted, there are people who are branded vote chores, and then they wonder, what do they do next?